Hi, I'm Anthony Abma, founder of Return O Israel, bringing you another episode of our being at the Christian National Religious Broadcast Convention held recently in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm back in the office and want to share with you some of the experiences we had among some of the people there in the NRB. Because as I had explained in our previous video, I went to the NRB with a Muslim sheikh, Sheikh Nasser al-Tamimi from Ramallah in the Palestinian territories of Israel, the first ever Muslim sheikh to attend a Christian convention like this. Though we were unsure of how the only sheikh attending would be received, the reception was excellent, which is what I want to share with you now from some of the people that we met while we were there at the NRB.
I'm happy, Anthony, these gentlemen, as Muslim people, are willing to come to a Christian convention, the largest media Christian convention in the world. Thank you for coming, gentlemen. Having the courage to do that. I think that you will find that despite all of the news and the extremists, and every religion has its extremists.
Yes.
Everybody does. That despite that, you've had the courage to come and talk to people and express your hopes and your dreams. One for the Palestinian people in regard to Israel, and for you for Jordanian abuse. Gentlemen, I'm glad you came. Risking yourself with all of these Christians.
Thank you so much. You saw us at the Israel breakfast. What did you think when you saw Sheikh Tamimi from Ramallah coming in and myself?
Well, it's always great to see interfaith activity and to see people get together and do projects, because we've got to all live together or die as fools. So we've got to learn to get along, and the best way to get along is sit at the same table, and everybody likes eggs and potatoes together and orange juice, and we just had a great time at that breakfast yesterday morning, hearing how we've got to love everybody.
Amen. It was good to meet you here in the NRB, Nashville, and we're going to keep in touch with you. And
another very interesting encounter was that of meeting Larry Brook. Now, Larry is a Jewish editor and publisher of an Israeli magazine, Israel Insight, a magazine for the Christian community so that you can find out what's happening there in Israel. And so I asked Larry, come and join us at our table and show us what is inside that you might find very interesting. And I see our friend over here, Larry. Larry, why don't you come on over here? Come on over. Take a chair and sit in between us. Okay. All right. This is a great gathering, because here we've got myself, a Christian. We've got Larry, a Jew, and we've got Sheikh Tamimi from Ramallah. And so we bumped into Larry here. And Larry, tell us a little bit about what you felt and what you thought about seeing Sheikh Tamimi here at this Christian religious broadcast.
Well, obviously, my first thought was, okay, this is interesting. So I was wondering what brought you here. Of course, people are wondering what brought me here as someone Jewish, so I could kind of identify.
You share the same.
Yeah. But then, hearing your story and hearing your perspective, it's something that we don't really hear a lot of over here, and it's something that needs to be more widely known.
Now, one of the things that you're here for, Larry, is that you're introducing a new publication, right?
Right.
Show us your have you got one handy? Because when Larry was introducing us to the reason why he's here, his project, a magazine, and we started to flip through some of the pages. Here it is here, Israel Insight. Tell us about this one.
Okay. Well, for 30 years I've done the Jewish Community magazine in the Deep South, and just by virtue of doing that, we've done a lot of stories about Christian support of Israel.
Right.
So we decided that there isn't a publication out there that really caters to the pro-Israel Christian community. So we decided that it was something worth doing. And so for the last year or so, we've been working on developing the concept of Israel Insight.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be launching it soon. It's already on the web, israelinsightmagazine.com, but we're working on launching it in print. And so we're here to make connections and let people know about it.
Now, you're the author of this publication, are you?
Yeah, editor, publisher, yeah.
Now, one of the main articles in there, and actually has a photograph that's kind of unique. Did you expect that when you published this thing and you came here that you might even meet the person that was in your photograph?
I had absolutely no idea that this would happen.
Show the audience here what you were talking about.
Because we did an article because a lot of the economic development project between Israelis in the territories and Palestinian business leaders that's been in the news lately, not as much news as should be for such an important project. A group out of Birmingham, Alabama, where I'm from, is heavily involved in making all this happen. And so we had an article about that angle of it. And I had absolutely no idea that I'd run into someone who was involved in that over here.
Yeah, so what we're talking about here is we'll just hold this up for a moment. You'll see right here this photograph has got Ambassador to Israel, David Friedman, shaking hands with Sheikh Tamimi. And that was right. And Senator Langford is there as well. And so you see Sheikh Tamimi has been in the White House on numerous occasions as well, well respected, has meetings with Jewish MKs, the mayor of Samaria, Yosef Dagan. He's been with Rabbi Shlomo Rishkin, many others. And so it was really fitting that we should all meet here together for one common reason. Mm-hmm.
We call it Jewish geography when it happens within the Jewish world, but
Well, it just goes to show that the God of Israel is bigger, and he's not limited to just only Israel, right, Larry?
Absolutely.
When you say that's right, Sheikh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really great to meet with you here, Larry, and thank you for stopping by our table. And any other comments? Anything else interesting? What we could share with our audience about the NRB here from your perspective?
Oh, it's just been fascinating, and just the reception here. Being part of the very tiny minority of non-Christians here, but everyone being so welcoming and enthusiastic about what we're doing here.
So you found a lot of favor from the Christian community for Israel and their rights and their respect in their land and in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we see a rise of anti-Semitism, but we know that there's got to be peace that's coming as well.
Absolutely, and the rise is coming from both ends of the spectrum, and it's just something that we have to keep watch on and be vigilant about.
Yes, we certainly do. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching this little clip here from the NRB in Nashville. Anthony, Larry, and Sheikh Tamimi,
Thank you.
come back again and see what else that you can learn about the Israel narrative and what's going on in Israel. Christians in support of Jewish sovereignty, return to Israel.